Hello everyone, welcome to Rainy Day Let's Play. I'm Sol, and today we are looking at a small little, this is an alpha build to a game called Penguemic Word Domination. And this is a game that is being kickstarted right now. It has got about 6 days left, and it is very, very close to its goal. But this is a game, this is an edutainment game, as you can kind of see immediately from a very close adherence to the aesthetic and stylings of a Club Penguin sort of game. We are definitely dealing with penguins and penguin space. And so, as we start, it starts immediately. What we are playing is a game where you fight an oncoming slew of stinky, ugly polar bears with awesome, pretty penguins. And the goal of the game is to fight fight these polar bears with penguins that represent the antonym of the polar bear that they're fighting. So see, we have at the top of the screen you can read noxious or poisonous, physically harmful, and we're going to try to fight them with an ambrosial penguin. And so every time we click one of these cards down here that represents a penguin, we'll throw a penguin out from the left side of the screen to fight polar bears coming in from the right side of the screen. So we have three kinds of penguins. We have these summoning penguins. We also have this, this says spell on it, and so it'll just cast a spell immediately. So this is, the idea is that we can better learn adjectives, especially ones that come up on the SATs or the other formalized, standardized testings. Oh no, my iridescent penguin. So we have an arid bear coming. We can fight it with a deluge and take it out in one hit, which is awesome. This is a tenebrous, dark and gloomy. Unfortunately, I don't have the lovely blonde penguin to fight it with, but fortunately the ambrosial penguin has the neutral defenses. Oh no! This one's gonna be kind of close. So there's kind of a neutraling effect that happens when you don't have exactly the right things. There we go. So we've got our tenebrous, and we can fight it with the antonym of that being iridescent. So as the game goes on, the polar bears come faster and faster. Stop it. Oh, and then they will try to take down our igloo, and when we take 3 hits, we get a game over. And so, basically, we're using the card battle style of games to kind of symbolize like flashcards. Since this is an alpha build, there's a lot of parts of it that are still being worked on, always being tweaked in a lot of ways. And this game, this version of it, anyone can play actually. It's on their Kickstarter. And I've actually kind of had a good time. It's not, there's some weird little design quirks to it, since some words that show up often, like colossal, we don't actually have an antonym in our list to fight it with yet. So you can kind of fend them off just with the neutral effect. So when a neutral thing happens, your penguin takes 2 damage, and they take 2 damage. Slow down. I can use encumbering to slow down certain things. And so there's these modifier spells that also do different things. But yeah, so it's not a huge game in any sort, but I think it's something that could be very, very powerful and helpful to, especially to young kids, who can easily take, oh, this is this noxious bear, which we get the information up here. It has just fantastic visual style. But we have that noxious bear that took us down, and we have to try to find the antonym to that. Oh, slow main menu. And so yeah, I would highly suggest looking at this game, and hopefully if you have anything to give, it would definitely help them out a whole lot. I absolutely love that I can fight ugly polar bears with the cutest and most beautiful penguins using the flower power. I like that I can modify my penguin to become vindictive and seek revenge. So once the cooldown timer runs out, I can use this. And so now it's become vindictive and does an extra 2 damage. There's a couple little design quirks that become a problem. One of my biggest critiques against the game is that I wish the information wasn't so spread out between all of these different spots to figure out what a bear is that's coming in and figure out what you're using. It's kind of difficult, although it is great looking. And so it's definitely stylized to be more pretty than perhaps functional. What do we got? I wish that I always had an antonym to fight against the bears with, which definitely sometimes I don't. So like I've went through 3 rounds and I don't have that the blonde what is it? Not ambrosial. The other bear that usually fights the tenebrous one. Iridescent. There it is. Oh no! They get really fast. Gotcha. It's got this interesting turn order thing that it works with. Stop it! Save the day. Can't summon anything. Can't summon more than one at one time. Oh, that looks like that'll be the end for me. Ooh! Just saved it in time. Maybe there could be a thing where instead of a bear coming in continually attacking the base, that it just stops after one hit. So that way you don't have to. Well, I guess the main design problem that I'm dealing with is that when I'm playing the game Penguemic Word Domination, I'm not necessarily going for antonyms as much as I'm going for how do I stop this thing from coming at me, which with some subtle tweaks, I think those could become the same goal. Which antonym do I use in this short amount of time that I have versus what things do the most damage. Like Deluge does 2 damage no matter what. If I throw and without any cost. And so I don't have to wait for it, have to do anything. And if I do it at the right time, it'll hit this guy and the guy behind it, making it through this is a small glitch, of course, but these are still ways that the parts of the game that gamify the interaction between the player and the product itself actually become distracting to the main point, which the main point is teaching people the antonyms of difficult to understand adjectives. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I have to say about Penguemic Word Domination. Guess I'll get my igloo farted on. But I win with 420 points. Anyway, so yeah, these guys have about 5 days left on their Kickstarter, and they're very, very close. And I'm really hoping that we can get more games like these 2 young kids, even. This would be great for some young adults who are looking for studying for their SATs in a different way. It's just one of those things that helps us all. And then you can use ambrosial in your daily life and know that you're talking about a flower penguin. Or at least the essence of a flower penguin. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and links to this game and links to the Kickstarter in the description, and we'll see you next time on Rainy Day Let's Play.